What does your hat mean?
We have to cut that.
Please tell
what
me
part of
what
my hat.
It's not
If
gonna.
you
What?
know, you know. Oh, I
Right.
like it.
Like that. I don't like black, but
Really?
You know, like black hats.
But I ordered
that.
I ordered 3 of them, and I let the other
Did
two.
you fold it?
No, I let
that?
that's already like that. I let the other 2 dads pick the color. So the other one was like a cream
Okay, well, I'm a dad. Where's mine?
on the internet.
That's wild. I now know where our friendship stands.
If you know, you know.
We're not sponsored.
You like this, right? I will be
It's a small company.
for my fans. My fans want me to. They want to know I'm a dad.
I think they know that.
Talked about your kids
We
already.
talked about Chucky.
That video's not posted yet, so they don't know.
We're not posting those.
It's not. Everything. It's no. Everything that's already done is basically like. I already did that.
I had to do it again. Yours wasn't loud.
What's it for?
It's to make sure that the noise and the video match.
What's that called?
It is called action.
Yep.
What is it called?
Syncing.
Syncing. Winton, kick us off.
I did it last time.
I don't remember.
I'm Winton, Brennan, Michael, NoHR. Ready, set, go.
I hate y'all.
I mean, like, that's literally what I did last time. So, like, somebody else wants to run and do it.
What music did you have in your head for that?
So I used to be in a band, so I have free music that I don't have to ask for. So
That's what we're gonna play.
that
Then.
is a pretty good start.
It is
Actually, speaking of that, we need some sort of background music.
Yeah, I don't know if it
Or
needs
maybe
to.
an intro?
So I like intro, yeah, and then
from this movie,
Caravel.
Alien.
We're not doing that.
I bet they got a good
Ridley
soundtrack.
Scott refers to that as a B tier film.
A B tier.
Yeah, as in like it's a B tier horror film he made back in the
The soundtrack might be good on it.
70s.
We could probably use it.
79. I don't know about that.
We'll see.
It's a good idea.
It's not about the idea. It's what you made the idea about.
Do you know how much money it is to license music?
You can. We do not own the rights to that music.
That's what licensing is. That's why like if an artist like has a song in a film, like it's they either get paid royalties for it or then you like pay like a X amount to use it for the film and then they get like in perpetuity some kind of like kickback from it.
But then if you say I do not own the rights, we're good.
That doesn't
We're in the
work like
clear.
that.
YouTube
It
does
doesn't
it all
work
the
like
time.
that.
Well, that's no because
YouTube does it all the time. I've seen it.
no, so those instances yes, until you monetize the video. So once there's monetization, then you can't use that music anymore and it gets copyright striked.
Sure.
Okay. That's the first sure of this year.
I think it is.
Actually it is, yeah.
It might be.
Yeah.
It might be.
Insane.
What's even crazier is that I didn't even start that. I got it from you.
Yeah, I know.
That is
That
true.
just blows my
I
mind.
know.
I picked up Wild.
From who?
Carmilla,
Somebody.
that's wild.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It may be me, actually.
I-
You probably got that from
I think
them.
it was.
You are a perpetrator.
They don't say that.
Carmilla and Alyssa, they say that often.
No, they say.
That's who I got it from. I'm like, that's wow. That's crazy.
I know he says it too.
I'm trying to remember what they say. They say something. Oh, that's crazy. They're like some. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Or if we say something and they're like saying blah 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 is crazy. That's what they say.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
So what were you gonna tell us?
About what?
What were you gonna tell us?
Oh, I'm fasting. That's why I haven't been eating with y'all.
Like fasting.
Just like straight up, you haven't eaten in the last 2 days.
2 days.
3 days.
2.
We've only been back for 2.
I have not.
But it's been 3 days in the year.
He could have started.
Oh, I went ham on the first because I knew what I was about to get myself into.
What do you mean fasting?
Oh, I haven't ate since Wednesday night. Like
At
at like
all?
6. Nothing.
Who had that burrito that you
Nothing.
took home?
My family. It's gonna go to waste.
I mean, if he says he's fasting, I believe him. I'm just kind of like,
No, I
why?
believe you, but I saw you take a burrito
I
home.
knew you were gonna ask this, and that's why I did a little bit of research.
Wait, what did you say?
Why? Porque?
Why?
More for my mental
That's what I was.
fortitude,
I can get there. Yeah.
which is why I didn't want to tell y'all the other day. Which is, let's rewind to last night when me and Winton were using the facilities together.
Yeah, we went pee together. It was really
What did
cute.
you say? He said, I'm going to start Monday
Yep.
eating, and I laughed.
Which is
I
funny.
may have said something. I can't remember what I said,
Wait,
but I laughed.
You're gonna start Monday. What?
Like trying to eat healthier and crap like that.
And I laughed.
Yep.
When he was...
Why would you not support him?
That's what I literally said while I was peeing. I went, wow, thanks for the support, friend.
I said, you're really going to love what I have to tell you tomorrow.
I know, right? And I was like, immediate laughs. Me?
So rewind before that, when I brought this all up, and I wouldn't tell y'all because I was like, y'all are going to make fun of me. Y'all are...
Why would we make fun of you?
I know most people are like,
I've done this before, and I've failed miserably because of
You're
y'all.
probably gonna fail again.
Because of y'all.
us? Okay, well, how long are you fasting? That's like if
7
you.
days.
Oh, why 7? That's a
Not
lot.
bad.
At least 3. So at least till tomorrow night. But if I can do that, I want to try to push for 7.
You've been surviving on coffee and water.
And unsweet tea. And vodka and water. With a little bit of 100% concentrated lime.
I don't know that the vodka really like contributes to the
There's no sugar.
fortification of the mind.
Yeah, but it's not good for your mind.
It helps me.
It's definitely not good for your kidneys.
It is helping me
They are screaming.
get through this. I consumed enough food January 1 of 2025 to get me through at least 2 weeks.
What did you eat?
You are done. There's
I'm not doing 2 weeks.
no. I'm
There's
saying
no way.
I'm saying by like day 3, there's no way you have anything in you that's like still from
Yeah,
January
how do
1.
you feel like?
How do I feel right now? It's been 2 days. It's been about 48 hours. I feel great. I feel awesome. But I will tell you, I've kind of prepared myself for this because I usually only eat one meal a day
I
anyways.
think day 4 and 5 is probably going to be the hardest.
So it's funny because I was talking to Owen today, and I said it's not so much like
Wait, your O or work O?
worko.
Okay.
It's not so much that my body is craving food. I think I'm craving food because I love food so much, and that's the struggle.
That's
like
why.
my body isn't like, oh my god, you
Couldn't
need to
be me.
eat. You need to eat.
That's why I'm fat.
I just love food so much,
I literally couldn't be me.
bro. You know how much food I've been around with y'all when Chick-fil-A.
No, but here's the thing.
The taco
I
truck,
know, but
the
here's
burritos.
Here's the thing. I grew up. My dad loves to cook, and he'll make anything. So, say we're like Pan Express, and we're like, oh, I want some Pan Express. My dad's like, good idea. Let me cook it. Tastes better. So anything we
See-
wanted, always he makes it.
The better is, that's tough. That's tough.
You have to try it. Actually, I have a picture on my phone from when he made it, and when you see it, you're gonna be like,
But you know, you want to know what the funny thing is? Like the hardest thing about this is not me not eating and wanting to eat because of all the good food. The hard part is seeing my kids eat and Christine eat.
Just the community
and
aspect.
there's left. Well, not only that, but that there's leftover
Oh.
food that I would normally consume, so it doesn't go to waste. And
So-
that's the hard thing. Is like, oh, like that
Wow.
go to waste.
I've eaten my full meals the last 2 days. You're so lucky. Yeah, that
So lucky.
no, like that's something that I do all the time. I never finish my food.
ever.
Yeah, and
it
he
makes me
literally busts my balls about that all the time, and I'm like, all right,
That's hard.
new goal tomorrow: not finishing my food.
wow.
Sliding it in the
Just
middle.
gonna be like, I'm done with that one right now.
And what is your goal after day 7? So what do you? Okay.
Is there like
So
a bounce back period and then like
Well-
starting again?
Well, I think so that, but also like, what are you looking to get out of this?
Well, weight loss, obviously, but that's obviously going to be a result of doing this for whatever 3 days, 7 days, whatever I choose. I'm really pushing for 7.
Why don't
The
you just
main point
cut
was really
instead?
trying to mentally see if I can do it because there's been a lot of times even before we met, where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that,
Yeah.
and I just don't do it because I'm just like, I don't
Yeah, the
know.
accountability, follow through. It's super tough. Yeah.
Like, it's super
Well,
tough.
it's
I mean,
hard,
this
even
is
not
art.
just with food, but
Y'all
it's
already
with
know
anything.
me. I'm like easily influenced. Like, dude, y'all could peer pressure me into a lot of things.
I
Not
don't
just y'all,
know.
but just
I
in
mean,
general. Like,
Yeah.
I'm here for it. The good time,
Yeah,
whatever. So I think this is really just gonna,
Why don't you just
help
do
me
like a cut
refocus.
though? Like, I mean,
I think it's easier to cut completely than do cuts.
For sure, because then my
Really?
issue is if I do want to
yeah.
cut, like trying to figure out what I want to eat, or like
And then
having that
because
like
you're gonna think about like,
mental.
is it good for me or how much would
Yeah.
I need to eat?
Yeah.
And then you're
I'd
gonna
rather just cut it all
Yeah.
out.
See, I like cuts, kind of like that kind of mentality, because like I see like food is just like a need to an end for me, or a means to an end. So like when I put a number next to it too, though, I'm like, cool, I've hit the number. I don't need any more, and like I don't care.
Nah, I commit straight gluttony.
And I think,
Yeah, I don't need some this and
and
this.
I think as well, it's like if I could put myself through this fasting, this 7-day fasting, and be like, okay, well, I went 7 days without eating any food.
Yeah.
Then when I do start introducing food back into my eating, it's like, okay, maybe I'll make better choices, because I'm like, I just put myself through
So,
this
yeah.
7-day window.
Yeah,
My worry is
I'm just
when
gonna
I
eat
do
eggs.
things like that, because I mean, there have been times where we'll fast as a church or
Yeah.
whatever, and my worry is I will do it for that length of time and then completely
Well,
binge.
wreck.
Well,
Right
that's-
afterwards.
and it's funny that you
Going to
and it's
CC's.
funny that you bring that up, because I grew up Catholic tradition, right? My church has completely fallen off. Not my faith, but my church, going has completely fallen off.
Yeah.
But I have buddies who are like strict when it comes to Lent. And it might not be as, crazy as like just completely cutting food out and like, oh, I'm going to go on a fast. But you talk about 40 days and, okay, well, on Fridays, no meat, this, that, and the other. Like, I have buddies, really good buddies, who are religious about it.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, come on. Like, no, if he did it, I'm going to do it. So I'm just kind of like, all right, well, I've tried to go through the Lent, give something up. Dude, I've failed every time, just because I'm just like, at the end, I think to myself, I'm like, and I don't want to say this in a sense like towards, the man above, but it's like, sometimes I think in the grand scheme of things, like, what does this even matter? And it's like, I don't want to think that way.
Yeah.
That's how I've always been thinking, and I've always failed. I've always failed. So,
Well, and I
So,
think you put
you
in your
failed the
mind,
desert
and
test.
it's everybody. It's
don't
everybody.
put me out there.
Like
Do
you
not put me in the desert.
you
I'm
put
gonna
in your
turn that rock into
mind,
bread. Do it.
like he's perfect. I know I'm not gonna be, even if I tried. So why even try? That's kind of your
Yeah,
mentality. Almost.
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
crazy. Because like when I was like probably 17ish, somewhere in there, mid to late teens, whatever.
That was like, what, 30 years ago?
Yeah. Well, 34 actually. So jerk. We my brother and I mean, like, you're teenage guys. Most of the time, your metabolism, lightning. So like, we'd order like 3 pizzas whenever we'd like just him and I plan dinner, and we'd eat all 3. Like, I get one, he gets one, we split that half, and I'm 130 pounds soaking wet, so like just nothing. And like, I think one night like we did it for like the family, and there wasn't enough pizza, and I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, I ate 6 pieces of pizza, like. That's more than enough than that's more than enough than I need. I was like, so like I had like that hit, because like I think my mom had 2, and she was like, no, I'm fine, it's fine, you can have another piece, honey. I'm like, sweet. And then like afterwards, I'm like, wow, I'm a selfish like so then I was like, okay. So I really like made a conscious effort to like stop eating like as much like portions. So like I'd have 3, and like still to this day, like I'll eat 3 pieces tops. So like when it comes to any like kind of we go out, I'm always kind of like, well, that's probably enough, and I just never finish it. Unless that's also why I only order like a 6-ounce sirloin, because I don't need.
Yeah.
Y'all may laugh at me, and y'all may think that this is weird, but I tell my good buddies, like when we get together, whether I go over to their house or they come over to my house, like, and we cook, usually with barbecue or whatever,
Yeah.
right? I'll tell them, yo, if you have any leftovers in your fridge that you're not gonna eat, let me know. Let me
No.
know, because I hate wasted food. I just hate it. It's not because I'm just like, oh, we cooked steaks or,
Yeah.
we cooked sausage links, this, that, and the other. So, like, that's like precious prized meat.
Yeah.
It's like, no, dude, I just hate wasted food being thrown away.
See,
If I have leftover food that is bad in my fridge, I'll give it to the dogs at least, or throw it over the fence to the cows. Something. I'll throw it in the yard. Let the birds eat it. I just cannot stand it being thrown away,
wild.
dude. Yeah, and people will be like, dude, that's kind of weird. Like, I hit on my boys, Curtis.
I mean, I don't
hey,
think it's weird. I
got,
think it's
leftover food.
I think it's a good, thing to have, but I just don't. It's a good thing to think like that, but it can be bad if you think I need to consume it
a little
myself.
too much. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now you're giving it to the cow, the dog's cool, or somebody else, whatever. Like I know a lot of times when we go out to eat and there's extras, you'll take it and give it to one of the staff. Like that's like cool. But if you feel like you need to consume it and that's that bad, that may be an issue.
Like, I have leftover food in the fridge right now, and I forgot to bring it to work. I was like, I told Christine, I was like, I know somebody at work will eat this. Let me take it to work. And I forgot it.
I hate leftovers. There are like 2 things that I eat that's leftover. That's it.
What are the 2 things?
Pizza, and I can't think of the other thing.
You
Spaghetti.
eat mod pizza
I won't eat
on
spaghetti.
a weekly basis.
Really?
Yeah. Pizza's one of the things I'll eat leftover. At
Oh,
Mod.
that you'll eat leftover.
Yeah, so Mod, I go in, I
Was that a
order.
lie? Was that a lie that I said?
No, it wasn't intentional.
Thank you.
That just confirmed what we were talking about earlier.
Absolutely.
You're so dumb.
Whatever.
Okay, so sidebar. I at one point told them that it doesn't count as lying if you're kidding and the recipient knows that it's a kid, like or that
Sarcasm.
you're joking. Sarcasm, yeah. So like if I said, Michael, I think you're an ugly idiot. Obviously,
Clearly I'm not
sarcasm.
ugly.
I don't know. I think I take that as a fact.
Okay, so Brendan's an idiot.
Okay.
So okay. Brendan's fans can debate about if that's a lie or not down in the comments. What were you talking? No, so yeah, no. Mod is the one that I'll eat. I'll do leftovers, or just any pizza in general.
Okay, so how you do things, you eat like a certain thing one day a week, every week.
Pretty much, yeah.
I cannot do that.
Remember, I eat
That's
because I have to, not
wild.
because like I care.
That is wild.
Yeah, food is
because
just like-
you're
you
like
care enough
I
to
mean,
know where you're gonna go eat.
Because I know that I like it enough to continuously eat it. Like that's it. Like I'm like I'll eat B dubs, and like I kind of anticipate B dubs. I'd argue, and that might be the only food that I'm like,
Your service sucks.
oh dude, our Waco B dubs.
Sorry, B Dub. I love Buffalo Wild Wings, but y'all are
It's all right.
Ours is on the struggle bus.
It's all right.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite. And
But
honestly,
I can eat wings every day.
I
There's some
love
food in
wings.
there. I could eat every
I
day.
love wings. Now, chicken nuggets, on the other hand.
I was waiting for it.
Hold
I
on.
was waiting for it.
Adult chicken nuggets.
Okay, adult chicken nuggets.
Look
give
up
him
the
that. We'll give him
definition for
that.
me. Look
We'll-
up the definition for
We
me.
will give him that.
Look up the
What do,
definition
you
for
want
me.
what do you want me to specifically Google?
Look up chicken nugget versus boneless wing. And it's going to tell you that a chicken nugget is an amalgamation of white meat.
Hey, our fans and our viewers out there, please, hey, down below, let us know. Let us know. Are boneless wings adult chicken nuggets? They are.
That's like basically saying like a hamburger is just like because it's
Spit it out. What are you trying
Yeah,
to
like
say?
spit it out. I want to know what you're about to say about a burger.
Come on.
a
Today,
burger
Junior.
is an amalgamation of meat.
It's not steak though,
It comes from a cow.
but it's not steak.
Oh,
Okay, hold on.
Really?
All right, look.
Even with bone in or bone out.
Chicken nuggets versus boneless wings. Google AI overview. Yes, they are the same.
no.
However, boneless wings are considered adult chicken nuggets
You're such a
oftentimes.
stupid idiot.
Okay, see?
That's so weird.
Easy.
What's Google AI's name?
It just said AI
It's
overview.
Gemini, so sit down.
Hey Siri,
And
they're the same.
Whatever. Next topic.
They are the same.
I can't believe you waited this. Like you.
It wasn't even that big of like I was really honestly let down by it.
I thought it was gonna be this is just.
I know y'all
most,
did. That's why I loved it. That's why I just soaked in this moment. I loved it. I loved it. He asked me every day. He probably went to sleep thinking about it.
He was watching us eat
Yeah.
the past 2 days.
I did watch it.
He was living.
It's hard.
He was living it through. He's just like,
I'm honestly surprised that y'all didn't be like, "Oh, you're on fast again."
Well, I kind of was wondering why you weren't eating, but then at the same time, like, he's done it before. Like, it wasn't a surprise to me.
yeah, it's like semi-normal. So like 2 days in a row is kind of wild, but I honestly was just like, yeah, whatever.
But it's also so there is a second part of that too. Is I spend a lot of money on food, and it kind of goes into the
Yeah.
conversation that we had the other day, where it's like, well, you're probably going to spend that same money going out to eat every day.
Yes and no.
Right. So we kind of talked about it. Nothing crazy, but it's like, okay, well, I'm really trying to see if I don't spend here, like what would it look like in my bank account?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
so I'm kind of killing two birds with one stone.
So
You know?
I'm definitely on board with the like I'm trying to do a lot of new like financial stuff this year.
I do have a challenge going
Blah
on.
blah blah.
Not here per se, but after you finish, I'll let you know my challenge.
But like, so next week I actually already had this plan too. Starting Monday because I'll be up at my parents' house and all that, so it'll just be. Oh, so you can make fun of my goals, but I can't make fun of your goals.
What do you mean? I had a just.
It looked like you were having a seizure.
It was personal. It was a personal moment.
Well,
Okay. Well,
Fans, make sure I'm okay.
I eat out twice a day, and I don't eat breakfast
Every
so,
day.
Every day.
Every
I
day.
buy
I
lunch
don't know.
and I buy
sometimes you-
dinner.
and he
Bro, let's
sometimes
just-
does have breakfast.
Let's just
Maybe
put this
once
into
in a while.
perspective real
Shipley's.
quick. Let's just put this into
I didn't
perspective.
today or yesterday.
You said
Oh no, I
twice
did
a week.
yesterday, but not.
I'm gonna hit you on the light side.
So, but okay,
$20 times, let's just say 5 days a week.
it'd be 6.
That's $400 at least that you're spending on just fast food, going out to eat.
Plus
No,
or
it
minus.
is.
No, plus or minus, because like my Chick-fil-A meal is like $9, and then like I eat tacos
Your Buffalo Wild Wings is definitely not $9.
because I do it on Thursday, so it is actually it's $12. I
So
mean,
that's not.
well,
that's
it's
not
it's $12.
nine.
It's $12 after the tip, and I'm not a bad person.
Okay, so if you give $1 from the 12 to the 9, then that equals 10 and 11. So they're still both over 10.
So if you don't interrupt me, I'll explain it to you.
Yeah, let him
Monday,
he interrupted me when I interrupted him.
exactly. So it's still mine. So Monday through Saturday next week, I'm going to like literally write down, calculate whatever you want to say, the money I spend that week for food.
Just food or just other stuff too?
Just
like
food.
You just want to see food?
Yeah, just food. It's gonna be tough because it's the
It is.
girlfriend.
It
So
is,
like I'm gonna have to try to figure that out. Whatever. So I'm gonna calculate that, and then the week after, I'm gonna be planning during next week and like figure out the meals I want to make for the week after. And I'm gonna buy that and then try to see what the difference is, because I think it's
So-
gonna be way closer than I want it to be. Because like
Let me
taco
ask you
truck,
this though.
3 tacos, $7,
Yeah. So
and they're good.
you don't like leftovers. So it's like the stuff that you cook, like you have to eat it all that night.
I can cook to portion. That's easy. I mean, you don't understand cooking, so I know it's hard for you to
I'm the
wrap
best
your
one.
head.
Okay. No, that's fine because it's
Liar.
a
It is
challenge is coming.
It is.
We'll see.
But here's the thing, though, like what you have to also probably consider, right? Because what I'm thinking of when you say that is, it's easy for me to be like, okay, well, I'm gonna go eat 2 different places or eat two meals at a fast food restaurant, whatever, in a given day. But if you're to cook, it's like, okay, well, am I gonna buy 2 different like things to cook to try to see if it balances out? Does that make sense? Like, are you gonna make a lunch? Like, are you gonna cook a lunch and also cook a dinner so that way you're still having the 2 meals that you would essentially have when you go?
You mean like
out
cook
to
2
eat.
separate things?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
'Cause then it's like
Oh,
it's
then
kind of
it's probably gonna be more expensive to buy.
and that's kind of
Oh,
what
I
I'm
think so,
expecting.
too.
Yeah, and that's why I'm
Absolutely.
Well,
like,
and the
and
way how
probably a
we
lot
do
more
grocery
leftover food.
shopping, like we'll do like we'll buy the kid stuff, of course, because they're at home. So just whatever my mom can make, whatever. So that's on its own, it's separate thing. And then we make a list of dinners. So then what do we need for those dinners?
Yeah.
And then we try to do leftovers. So then we can either take it for lunch or either the next day.
yeah,
So, and then on top of that, cleaning supplies. On top of that, hygiene things. And then on top of that, like, so we try to, include all of these things, and we try to do maybe 10 meals.
Yeah.
10 meals and then leftovers.
Yeah.
So essentially maybe 2 weeks ish.
Yeah.
So
See, what I think might happen is I'm probably going to continue to eat my lunches out, and then just make my dinners, and that should kind of offset it. What I'm expecting week 3, basically, but like,
yeah.
so
And that was my thing. It's like when Christine works at night, it's like I don't really cook dinner. I'll just whatever the kids could eat, they'll eat, or I'll make a pasta or something. You know what you like. Go grab some cheese or whatever.
go eat some ravioli out of the
For
can.
the most part, I just eat one meal a day and that's it.
Yeah.
And I think that's why it's so easy for me to kind of go through this fast from a how I feel standpoint, because for the most part, I only ate like once a day. Like when I go out to eat lunch with y'all, that's literally essentially all I'm eating. Unless there's leftover food where I'm just like, I don't want that to go to waste. Let me eat it. So
You say that you'll eat food strictly because you don't want it to go to waste. Not
Absolutely.
even that is wild.
Absolutely. Not even because I'm hungry. Not even. Yeah, it's literally because I'm like, I do not want it to go to waste.
Like it.
Well, I love it too. I
Like,
absolutely
I love
love
it.
food.
Couldn't be me.
There is probably not a place in Waco that I wouldn't go eat at.
Oh well, there's
Okay.
I can
if
name-
we,
Catfish King #1.
I,
Will not.
is that kind of like
Long
a
John
Fred's
Silver.
fish fry?
Disgusting.
Long John Silver's.
Parents
I
love
would never get fast food
Fazoli's.
from a.
Fazoli. I mean, I would
do
go to
Fazoli's.
Actually, I've catered Fazoli's for a film before.
I like
Wasn't
Fazoli's.
bad. And the breadsticks, I love the breadsticks.
Yeah, those are good.
The
Yeah,
breadsticks are
those
good. So I take
Also-
that back.
yeah,
Apologize for Fazoli's.
But
I like Fazoli's.
there's tons of places
The
I
point
just
being,
won't go.
the point being is there's a lot more places that I would go eat than not eat
Yeah.
because I like food that much.
Well, you could always go somewhere and find something.
See-
My mentality though is like like places like seafood places.
I would never do
they,
fast
They
food
use the same grease. I'm not doing it. I don't want to do it. I don't like
Would you do
seafood.
Jimmy John's?
Won't do it.
No, not Jimmy John's. Long John Silver. Sorry.
No.
See, I can't do it. Would you get a fish fillet from McDonald's?
No.
I can't do it.
See, I mean, we live far enough inland to where I'm like, I don't trust fish.
Yeah, I don't really
Like unless
Elmar is good.
unless I'm paying like $25 plus a plate, like then I don't trust fish.
I don't like it anyway. Nothing that comes out of the water,
The
I'm
only
not
reason,
consuming it.
The only reason why I would consume fish is because of the protein level. That is
Oh,
literally.
dude, salmon is a cheat
I'll take
code.
fish oil pills.
Salmon is a cheat
if
code.
it's not sushi.
6 ounces of
Sushi,
salmon
I'll
is
eat all
32
day.
grams of protein.
Yeah,
8 ounces of chicken is 24 grams.
dude,
Cheat
it's
code.
amazing. Oh, absolutely. I love sushi.
Disgusting.
Just like pour some hot sauce all over it, make it drown. Cut that out.
Disgusting.